Okay then. Anyone would like to ask him further about it, or whatnot?
I'm
not gonna say anything for now.
I mean, as it stands, my thoughts on things is always try and do it legally at first, but and like like try the obvious approach, but then I wouldn't mind seeing Manticore steal the show a bit more, to be honest. So I'm content just to go with his idea.
Let's put it this way: if we were to sum this guy up, if you think of me as the hidden blade, this guy is literally the poison in the cup that doesn't taste of anything.
Right.
Huh. Okay.
That's a bit of good metaphor, that. Poison in the cup.
What was the name of the Slav?
Wow.
Okay.
Why did you want to speak to him about something?
Remember his name.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, you do seem kind of thingy at the moment. Is there anything further you want to do?
I don't know if there's anything I can do, so I'm not gonna try anything.
You're welcome to. Trust me.
Well, although it's kind of sketchy, there is one thing we could do.
What's that?
We can potentially more or less strong arm the guard. He's basically allowed people to conduct an illegal arms deal on the property he's supposed to be guarding. That makes him complicit, and that is a crime.
Yeah, but we don't actually have any legal rights to have been here or spied on that, so it's not admissible in court in America. So if he knew anything, a TV show, he'd know that we can't really get him arrested for that.
Well,
we can only threaten him with beating him up, basically.
The thing is who's he going to go to if you do?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well,
okay.
I assume freaking Cerulean's probably gonna kicked out his door and be like, "Where's the bomb? Tell me where the masked man is." Bears and rabbits. I'm just mixing my shit up now. Yeah, if anyone wants to go and knock on his door.
Well, like I said, I'm just presenting it as an option because this guy has to have known something to let both of them in. So he must know something. It's whether they can squeeze it out of him.
Unless he was charmed, but okay, let's give it a shot.
Okay then. Who's gonna make the move?
Big scary guy?
I was going to say probably me because I'm the one that will be able to grapple him easiest.
Yeah, I think you're probably best cut out for this.
He is he's the muscle.
So I will head to the booth, keeping out of his line of sight for now. And I shall knock on the door.
Okay. After a few moments, door opens. He seems rather confused at who you are. Like, what the?
I shall, at this point, grapple him by grabbing him by the throat.
Okay, could you make a roll for that, please?
Yep. Here's where I completely botch it up.
Oof. Oof. 17.
How did I know that?
I mean,
I would say he's operating at half DCV. I think that still might actually work.
yeah,
But-
it's still an attack roll. You need to use your stats. And
But I mean, I
everything.
don't think he's going to get, like, an attack back or something like that. But either
Well,
way, I will say
if-
that he, as you try and grab him, he jumps back and he tries to draw his gun at you. Of course, you, however, probably have more speed than he does.
Yep.
So you may get another attempt. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I will definitely hit. I assume you're also going to, because when you grab, you use two hands. I assume one would be weapon arm and neck.
Yep.
Okay. You have grappled him.
Okay.
He's grappled and he's like, "Yes! Who are you?"
That isn't important to you. What's more important is the fact that I know what you just did. And let me tell you, I will crush you for it, unless you answer everything we ask.
Okay, make an intimidate roll.
He means make a presence attack, I think.
No, presence attacks are in combat. There is an intimidate skill, I believe.
No, there isn't.
Is there? Interrogation? Interrogation.
I think interrogation is just for. Yeah, this I think would count as interrogation.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I probably fail because I don't have interrogation.
I'll check this. But I will be content with that roll because it does look pretty good.
Just be a presence check, because you know.
Yeah, but I mean, like you've kind of disarmed him to some degree. It's like shit. So there's like, don't hurt me, please.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you whatever.
What do you know about the man in the mask?
Like, I don't know about him.
Don't lie, you let him in.
It wasn't on my orders.
Whose orders?
He was working for. I was told to let him through by a guy who does a lot of deals around here. And yes, interrogation is actually a skill.
What's the actual thing like?
It's based off presence. It's a skill based on presence.
Yeah, what does it actually do?
It's about just extract information from
think it
people
cut
either
off.
forcibly or through psychological manipulation.
Okay.
I'm going to, just to make sure he knows what I'm getting at here and what I want out of him. Part of my suit is the tips of the hands are a bit like a claw. I'm just going to make sure he can feel just how sharp the points are to make a point.
Stop. Okay. The guy who does deals around here, some hotshot lawyer guy.
Name.
I think it's Strickland. It's on the fucking billboards.
Nicey, was that so hard?
Like, look, man, I'm just trying to get through the night.
I will take the gun off of him
Okay.
and push him back into the booth. Okay.
Okay, he's pushed back into the booth.
And I just inspect the pistol for a moment.
And it seems to be a 9mm Glock.
Pretty standard issue.
Pretty standard issue.
Okay.
You check. You do a quick check of the and it's not even around chambered.
Okay. I just take the clip out and then throw them both at him, saying, next time you draw your gun, make sure you can actually fire it. And then close the door.
Okay, seems to be rather shocked. To be fair though, most people who carry sidearms don't typically have a one in the pipe. There's safety reasons.
Yeah, but if he got a knock on a door when he wasn't expecting anything, do you not think he'd pre-prepare?
Yeah, well,
This guy isn't a very good security guard.
not exactly paid much. Not paid for brains. Well, anyway,
So I will just say over the comms, at this point, it is time for us to go. We need to make an appointment with a lawyer.
Sounds like a plan.
I assume this will be during the day.
Yeah, if people want to. I doubt his
don't-
lawyer is going to be open in the middle of the night, unless he's
Lawyers
really
is that
job.
they know every single way to screw you over for everything you do, and I don't think intimidation is gonna work that well with him. We should try to be subtle, at least at first.
Yeah. Like, what are you like? How are you gonna approach this? Or are you just gonna be like, do this noise? I'm gonna kick down the door and be like, talk to me, man.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, yeah, there's time for you to think about how you should approach it. Because I mean, guy is well known to some degree. Like he's got a couple of advertisements for his business that you're aware of. It depends on what kind of track you want to take. Do you want to take the thing of Helena, who's very diplomatic, thingy who's quite Cerulean who's quite autistic, or Manticore who's kind of stabby?
Depends on whether or not we want him to know we're onto him. Helena, if yes, then Manticore. If you really want to scare the shit out of him, I can fly him really high and threaten to drop him. That's pretty much scary, even though I'm particularly deadly, so I can't really intimidate him into talking.
Yeah, it depends what kind of tools you want to use.
Like I said, depends if we want to reveal that we're onto him.
Yes. There are a few people you know who look relatively normal who could help you. There are... I mean... Manticore's the most normal looking person, you know?
He is normal human.
He is normal human. Nothing weird. Slaps top of the car. This baby can throw many darts at once. An old meme.
Not that old.
Old by internet standards.
That's like Brian's old meme.
That is true.
So what?
So do we or do we not reveal that we're onto him?
Well, the thing is that if we don't reveal that we're onto him, we can't. It's going to look suspicious if we ask him any questions regarding it.
True.
Could distract him while you well, you could have something to distract him while you look through his stuff.
That is also an option.
That was a good option.
Helena distracts him while Manticore sneaks around and looks for his shit.
I'm pretty sure, like, you know, Helena's got
On the eye in
paperwork
the
that needs
sky.
sort of.
That what?
I mean, I'm not that great at legal mumbo jumbo, but if we want to play nice, that's what I can do quite well. But I don't think this is a situation where we'll need to play nice.
Okay, so we're just gonna Batman on him.
I figure.
Batman is an appropriate strategy. So what do you want to do?
Well, the same Batman, so dynamic entry it is.
Okay.
We need to make sure he's home, though.
We need to make sure he's near a window.
Yeah, you do also need to find. You do also need to have that power where you can disappear when people aren't looking at you. That is a power in the system. You can build it.
It's hilarious because it's useless.
It's not that useless. It's pretty good, really, because you can just Batman away when no one's looking at you. Useful in combat.
I thought you meant you're invisible when no one's looking at you. Sorry.
No. It's counted as a pretty short range teleport, but only works when no one's looking at you. So if you can like throw like a smoke bomb or something, makes it so
you buy it so it can teleport through walls, so it literally like even when it makes no sense.
Yeah, you can Batman it.
We just put him in this cell. Wait, why is this cell empty? How'd you get out?
Batman. That works. Or you could give it the must pass through intervening space. Kind of important.
I know that's why I said don't do that. So it's hilarious.
But you could if you wanted to.
Say realistic, yeah, but if you wanted to keep the joke of he can teleport teleport. He can escape when no one's looking at him as a result of this power. Then you can do it like that.
Don't do it if someone's looking.
Oh, that's a whole other kettle of fish.
So like, what time do you want to pay a visit to him?
I say we stalk him and see when he gets home.
I've just posted the ideal time in the memes as well.
Oh,
Batman does not approve
your
of
family
language.
dinner.
Yeah, you can observe his offices all day. I would, if for you to simply track him, because it would be a shadowing role.
Yeah, I think Manticore should shadow because I can't do that.
So yeah, I shall spend the day shadowing.
Make a
Well.
roll, please.
Well, except on.
Interesting. Okay, so
He's spotted me, hasn't he?
you spend all day, sort of, around his office, making yourself kind of invisible. You do follow him with when he leaves quite late in the evening. Seems to work reasonably late. He's a sort of rather good looking man. He's got sort of slick back hair. It's very nice suit. He's got a nice looking car, reasonably expensive looking one, and you follow him to a rather spacious looking house, which he just gets out and he just heads inside. Heads inside.
Fair enough.
So you do actually manage to track down his house due to just watching and following. He doesn't seem to be really shifty. He seems to just be going about his day business. He just wants to live a normal life.
Lawyer by day, kingpin by night.
So, what's up?
A message beep, but then I checked and there was nothing there. I'm confused. That's all.
You see, it's funny because I've heard it not too long ago.
I think it was just feedback from MS. Never
Could have
mind.
been.
Yeah.
The audio setup is amateurish at best.
All you need the headphone is headphones to avoid that.
That is true. Well, I mean, I've got them. It's just can be a bit loud in the earphones, and my microphone is particularly sensitive. Again, pretty amateurish setup in terms of configuration. Really improve it. Well, I try. Anyway, it's coming up to evening. I suppose you'll be able to regroup and decide how you're going to approach this.
I like the idea of just jumping him when he's near the window, but I'm like until I need it because I can be basically a human drone.
Human drone.
When you do a heist in Payday and there's drones with cameras all around.
Yes. Using your various infrared vision, you can see that he's just alone, really. Seems to be, He seems to go get something to eat. Retires to a study just to do some additional stuff. Sit at a desk.
Well, I guess as an alternate to dinner, jumping him at the desk is a good alternative.
Certainly, you could do that.
Do you have a map for this?
No, I do not.
Okay. Okay, I'll just keep my ear.
Ear to the ground.
Keep my ears. I don't know what the word would be. Clear. To make sure I understand everything you're saying better.
Of course.
I know where everything is.
Yeah, he seems to be in a sort of study, just doing some paperwork, making a call or two, having a drink. How would you like to enter the house? Either dynamically or subtly.
Well, I know I'll be sort of parking up nearby, as it were. Not that I'm in the car, but just sort of being nearby, and ready to jump in if I need to help.
Certainly.
Well, I'm open to what people think.
I say just
Like,
do whatever feels right to you. You know?
Yeah, but there's something I'm already thinking of with regards to that, as to why I have to temper that side.
Like I said, do what feels best to you. Like whatever you feel is appropriate.
He's going to go the less violent way, and he's going to look for a way to subtly enter the house.
Well, you can tell quite quickly that there appears to be locks on the doors.
Yeah, that ain't going to be a problem for me. I will try and pick the lock.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be enough to get you in. The lock sort of clicks open and you just kind of slide in.
Okay. I shut the door behind me and begin to silently make my way towards his office.
Yeah, you make a stealth roll.
So that's exact on.
Hmm. I will roll onto that. Oof. Yeah, as you sort of creep up the stairs, you notice that well, the door to the study opens, and he seems to be a little more dressed down. He's wearing the pants, wearing like the big coat and tie and all that. And he's like, huh, I was expecting someone else there. He usually likes to creep around.
Did I disappoint you?
No. No. Because I wouldn't want to speak to him at the minute anyway. He steps out and he says, puts his hands in his pocket and he like walks up to you and says, "Who are you anyway? I've not seen you before."
Let's just say we've had a common acquaintance.
Common. Alright then. Perhaps we can sit down and talk about this then. He motions down the stairs. Says, "Maybe I can get you a drink."
No.
Not a drinker, eh? Fine by me. He walks downstairs towards the kitchen and pours himself something out and there's... So is this common acquaintance? And why is he so important that you would break into my house?
Whether you know him by this name or not, I don't. But he goes by Seta.
Thinks to himself, you're gonna have to be a bit more specific there.
He used your docks last night.
I see. He kind of thinks to himself, well, they're not my dogs. Not really. Granted, a lot of business is conducted there, but generally it's all above board. Usually if people not wanting to be seen. If that makes sense.
Isn't that?
This was definitely not above board.
He takes a drink and he's just kind of like, peace. We haven't heard of any new satyrs in New York. And I'm usually the guy to hear about this sort of stuff. You don't have a name beyond that?
Perhaps you'll recognize this name. Grendel.
He just kind of looks at you and he's like, or like the monster? That one's a fairy tale. And I usually deal in fairy tales. But no, there's nothing.
I'm going to now throw one of the spikes and aim to shatter his cup.
Alright, make a old shot roll.
And because I'm using one of the needles, I'm going to add the bonus to the accuracy.
Yeah, I'd say that would hit. Small object.
Bearing in mind my OCB for this is going to be 12.
Yeah, that would definitely be enough. Yeah, you throw it and it smashes in his hand. He looks kind of shocked. It's just like... That's a fine glass.
The Grendel I'm talking about is no fairy tale.
Well, I'm afraid I can't help you because I don't know of a Grendel. Whoever this
Do we know
Grendel
Do we know the
is,
goat name?
You do.
Okay, can ask about him.
Ask about
Baphomet.
Baphomet. Okay. Well, maybe you know about the second guy that was there. The other partner in the trade.
Maybe he's just like kind of getting thrown out of his hand because glass did explode in it. All right, who's the other guy then?
Called himself. You might have recognised him from the old TV show Invasion. couple of weeks ago.
He seems rather annoyed by this. Like, crying out loud. Kid. Like, yes, I know him.
His son. That'd be crazy.
He's been causing a lot of issues lately.
Yep.
Rest
And he was
assured, whatever he was doing on that dock has nothing to do with me.
And why should I believe what you say?
Like, you don't know much, do you?
Well, the person I seemed pretty certain that you knew about it.
Okay, let me break this down for you. You said we may be getting our terms mixed up here, but you said the man you're looking for was called Satyr, right? Not a Satyr, right?
Yeah.
Right, that makes a lot more sense to me. Because I usually deal with people like that. I don't deal with some kind of shadowy criminal organization. I deal with making sure people aren't disturbed. But you've encountered him, and he's been causing all kinds of issues in the community that I do work with from time to time. He's like,
I think this is more Shalka's territory.
like, you do know that with, well, I mean, he's kind of spilled the beans, but it would be a good assumption to assume that there's more magical creatures out there. Correct?
Fair enough.
Well, there is. And they've been out of the limelight many hundreds of years and would like to maintain that sort of privacy. I don't think people would be too happy with wizards walking the streets in plain view, would they?
Not bothered about wizards.
Well,
I'm bothered about Satyr. You're telling me the Satyrs you know are different to the Satyr I'm on about.
yes, they have hairy legs and horns and a bit randy. I've had to bail one out. I've had to bail them out a couple of times. Different kind of pain, I know, but it's what we do in life. And he's been working with, and this Satyr guy has been working with Baphomet.
Baphomet's been bringing him in weapons under the radar.
Well, that makes sense. When you have abilities, you can bypass laws a lot. You know how easy it is for a mage to move things? Remarkably. However, those guys are typically dealt with internally. As a whole, it's complicated. And honestly, I'm surprised that you would have not done your homework in this.
Well, you know, storybooks don't exactly make for the best reading material on this sort of thing.
Yes, but they do make good code names, it seems. Why were you at the docks anyway?
We got a tip off.
Tip off. What about?
Not relevant to you.
Not? I feel it's relevant. I assume you know what the Scarlet Order is, correct?
Out of character, Scarlet Order is the guys that were at the museum, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
they were all dressed in red, so I assume yes.
Yeah. Or
This-
motion, just say keep talking.
And I can also assume as well, you're not acting alone, are you? I've heard about it happened. I know there's more of you. So where are your friends?
They're not needed here.
Oh, so I assume you're the leader then.
No. I'm just with the guy with the skills to get this done.
Well, you're not exactly the most applicable to talk to. You seem to have a respect for people's property. He just kind of looks to the shard glass. So you follow him up?
I just say if it makes any difference, I could have come in through the window of your, but I thought I'd rein in a bit.
Rest assured, lay a finger on me, and it won't end well for you. I have a lot of favors, a lot of people who would rather not see me dead or injured. Just to make this clear, your threats won't work.
Didn't come here to kill you.
What did you come for?
Information.
What do you want to
You
know?
haven't really. I've already asked what I want to know. You haven't got much from it. So there's one last thing I want to ask. Baphomet. How do we track him down?
You just... The thing about wizards and mages is they're usually quite hard to track down. I know a couple of people who would be able to help with that, but I'd rather keep that to myself. This is our business, not yours.
It's become my business because he's supplying very, very intelligent criminals with high-tech weapons. I believe we can both see how bad that's going to be on both sides.
Well, suppose. But that would be a conflict of interest. This is an internal matter from my community. Well, not exactly my
And an
more
external matter.
internal matter. Rest assured, people will deal with him. We don't want people like you exposing everything.
Pretty sure Baphomet exposed himself.
He did.
He's kind of late.
But the damage was contained. The damage is somewhat contained. It's not like it's public knowledge that wizards are far more common than you think. Most of the people who practice magic prefer to be left alone or to handle themselves within their own communities. And they really don't find him favourable. If you catch my drift. So you're just here for Baphomet then? As I said, I really won't be able to help you.
Not after Baphomet.
No?
Like I said, I'm after Satia. Baphomet is just a stepping stone to get. Baphomet is just a stepping stone to get to Satia. You give me a way to find Baphomet. All we need to do is find where Satia is again the next time they arrange a deal. You can have Baphomet. we need to find out where Seth is going and what he's planning.
He's like,
You can deal with things internally your way. You deal with the magic side, I'll deal with the tech side.
he nods and he says, sounds fair. Did the Scarlet Order find what they were looking for?
No, the guy tried to shoot me through himself to get to it. Bit tougher than he was, though.
Yes. However, the problem with the Scarlet Order is they just keep coming. Do you think death would stop him?
Well, he seemed pretty cocky about it.
Exactly. Where is it, though?
It's safe for now.
Safe. They're going to find it. Do you really think that some
Have somebody
mortal...
who knows
Yeah, but do you think some mortal
letting
protections
it
will...
drift too far.
What?
No. Do you think you can hide it? Because really, you're going to need help. Because if they get what you have, it's all over. Not just us, for you.
And let me guess, resolving this problem isn't so simple as just burning it.
Well, it's pretty well locked. It would take someone skilled to open it, and rather extraordinary. That's already the case, but they have resources at their disposal where they can open and get what's inside. Scroll of the Seven Celestial Heavens. And with it, they can do what they please and resurrect their god. That's bad for both of us. Some crummy weapons deal will pale in comparison to what's going to happen. Ragnarok, Armageddon, whatever you deign to describe it as.
I look around for paper and a pen.
Heck?
Just saw a freakishly disgusting cat girl in City of Heroes. That was like a parody of a cat girl, but it was like,
Oh.
ugh.
It's okay, it's
Some-
not real. It can't harm you.
Someone made the most monstrous looking cat girl and dressed it up in really cute clothes and gave it pink hair and a pink tail and pink ears.
I will destroy you.
Oh, and its SG was called All Cat Girls Are Beautiful.
Okay, that was a little weird. He says, well, you know, you get the paper and that. He says, you know, if you really want to help, there is something you can do. And maybe I could just help you out in return. And it would stop the world from ending.
It's always a plus.
I'm listening.
The scroll was being moved. That was the entire purpose of that was one of the purposes of the art auction. To a wealthy buyer who wanted it for collector's reasons, I'd say. Either way, it's still safe. And it would be still safe if it got into his hands. Or hers. But they're not going to stop there. They're going to be looking for the artifact. They're going to be looking for the skull. But they're also going to be looking for the components for the ritual. Bring back their god.
Ooh, treasure hunt.
I'd rather not see that happen. And I fear that a lot of my contacts are in danger. The man who supplied the man who knows generally where the artifacts is, would be in considerable danger. He knows far more about this stuff than I do.
So what's your proposition?
My proposition is simple. I need you to ensure his safety. And I want you to ensure the safety of those artifacts. Because this is a lot bigger than we think. And we're going to need everyone we can. Even if you don't know a thing about how the magical community works. You're still useful. And you can still protect people. You've got skills. I almost thought you were someone else. Prowling around here. But, you know.
Hey, see if you can figure out who he's talking about. Get him to tell you who he thought you were.
I suppose it's worth a shot, but I don't think he'll answer.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
I'll just write down a phone number on the notepad, pass it to him, and I suppose ask, so who did you think I was?
Oh, no one important.
Uh,
Just has a habit of breaking into my house.
Yeah, pass him the notepad and pen with the number on it.
Okay. He gets a pen and paper and he just writes down something. It says, I want you to find a what's the word for it? Find a client of mine. That's it, client. He's not exactly in town. You may need to, I don't know, take a road trip or something. I want you to find him and talk to him about it. He would probably know more about this. As well as how to keep all the other artifacts safe. Because, honestly, I kind of like the world not ending. You get me?
Pretty easy feeling to relate to.
And I can do some digging on my end as well. I can help you try and find this satyr guy through Baphomet. I don't know what exactly the score is between you two. But it would be useful to know what it would be.
Let's just say an old comrade.
Comrade, eh? A sort of military man?
Not for him.
Not for him.
I'm completely honest. I don't know much about the guy. All I know is that when he starts speaking, even he could make the devil sell his soul.
Sounds like you'd make a great lawyer. He hands you the piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
haven't been able to get in contact with him for some time. Could be something's up. Could be he's on holiday.
So what's written on this piece of paper then?
Just a name.
And the name is?
Dr. Robert Brewer.
That's a good name.
And you expect him to be where?
He's in... I know that he's got a place out in Connecticut. A place called Richbrook. Know the place?
I'm sure I can find it.
Could you make a deceive roll?
I would if I had deception.
Well, it's an everyman skill.
Okay.
So it's got an 8.
Hey!
Ooh, yes! Nice!
Hmm. He says to you, I'm sure you would. He just kind of smiles and nods at you. It's like he knows something.
Okay.
Like he spotted something and was just like, oh, okay.
So I just ask him, notice something?
I don't know, you just seem to... Nothing. Although not saying it, it implies that he recognizes you know of the place in more detail. Sense. Knows there is some link to the place. Well, notice that there is a link to the place from you. But he doesn't seem to know too much more.
Okay, I take this opportunity to leave.
And then, as you leave, he says, "Will you do me a favor next time?
I'm listening.
Ring the doorbell."
Okay, I leave.
Okay. You step out into the cool evening air. Although, on your way out, you do notice that he was taking out his mobile phone, just dialing a number. Well, they dialing for a number.
Okay.
I assume you'll meet up with your crew.
Yep.
Crew.
Manticore does meet up with you guys. Probably holding a piece of paper in his hand,
Yep.
like some kind of.
By the way, what time are we going to be finishing today?
Probably wrap it up shortly. Why?
I just was asking because someone else is online I need to talk to at some point tonight.
Yeah, we can call it soon. We can just wrap it up here, like discuss what's been going on.
Yep. So I'll go up to Helena, pass her the note, and say, turns out this guy knows a bit more about the was it the Scarlet Order?
Yeah.
What they were called?
Scarlet
Scarlet Order. And let's put it this way: these guys are up to some, Wrath of God level stuff. and he's asked us to find this guy in Connecticut because he knows more.
Well, this doesn't bode well.
Nope. We need to make sure that scroll is quite literally with us at all times and does not go missing.
Right. It's good thinking.
In return for us scratching his back, he's going to have a look and try and find out more about Stata and get us some more information.
Note he did actually drop the name of the guy there.
Yeah, he didn't name him earlier, but I'm already knowing there's secret stuff, so
Fine.
try him about it.
So, anyone got any comments?
I honestly, I believe if we need to keep the scroll completely safe, I'm thinking, should we carry it with us, or should we? Is it truly safe in the hands of your colleague?
Well, he said that this Scarlet Order will stop at nothing to find it, and that they are very resourceful at finding it. Best way to make sure they don't find it is that this thing doesn't stay in one place.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Whether you think that means it should move with us is another question.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I suppose you need to start making some plans for a trip to Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically,
Going on a road trip.
that does sound immensely fun. Oh yeah, it's up to you guys to like figure out like what you do want to do, like what to bring, stuff like that.
Oops. Ooh, I hit my mic. I'm going to bring my hands, my feet, and my wings. I'm bringing myself, obviously, so I don't have a say. I don't really have anything I can just bring.
I mean,
But
well,
Helena has, though, I think.
Yeah. Well, the most interesting.
Okay.
I'd say the most interesting thing about it is Cerulean as well. It's actually where you kind of died, isn't it?
Technically, no. I reside wherever I please.
Yeah, but you do make some trips there. As far as I recall. Make some trips there to meet with some humans that you know. Wait in a little town.
Honestly, I think I just told you to decide wherever you want that to be. You never actually told me where that was.
I believe I did send you a message about it.
Okay.
Small town America. But yeah, you definitely recognize that place. You're like, oh yeah, I've been there. Tons of times. At least more than 10.
At least more than 10.
I mean, who keeps count after 10? Best guesstimates. But yeah, we can end it there, and I can get some stuff sorted out for next time and prepare.
I'm so curious to know who these other people are going to be.
Yes, I will be sorting that out and provide you with some further updates, as well as a good way to bring them in. Old.
Just imagine small town, homegrown superheroes.
Nah, they might be new. They might.
Okay, I thought you meant you'd introduce them in Connecticut.
No. Probably not. Maybe. Who knows? I will talk with them about it. But yes, thanks, chaps, for coming along. I know it's been a bit hard, shall we say, but running the game is very fun for me. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Glad you're enjoying yourself.
Yes, it's one of my forms of stress relief. But yeah, thanks for coming. See you next time.